to learning tip. Okay. In learning tip I will talk about brain and memory. In the last session we learned that our brain has 100 billion cells. Some people say less and some people say more. In fact it's a miracle, it's so powerful creation of Allah that still scientists are counting and still trying to estimate how many cells are there. 100 billion is not a small number to count, by the way. The whole population of whole world is 6-7 billions, and our brain contains 100 billion cells. It's mashallah, subhanallah. Now how does that brain work? Whenever we buy something we check the manual and see how does that object, a tape recorder or a TV or a laptop or a new machine works. We are blessed with such a powerful brain, but rarely are we taught as to how this brain works. This is an unfortunate part of our education. It does not work like in one cell I have mirror, and second cell I have wall, and third cell I have roof, and fourth cell the chair, and fifth cell the table, and so on. It does not work like that. Then how? Well, as I told you earlier in the last class, that each cell has up to 20,000 branches, dendrites. So when I say a word, for example feel, the Arabic word feel meaning elephant, feel, then what happens is as you hear the sound, thousands of cells perhaps, or more than that, tens of thousands, they just join together, their branches come into contact with each other and a connection is made. A flash is generated in the brain. A connection is made, basically. I am calling that as flash. Just like in the sky, in the clouds, there are positives and negatives, and when these positives and negatives come closer to each other, there is a flash generated. But here certain cells, when they hear the sound feel, you have a flash in the brain or a connection in the brain. Can you say word feel, all of you? Feel? Feel. When you said it, another flash is generated in your brain. Okay. The word feel, if you know the spelling fa ya lam, if you know that, then you have another flash generated or another connection generated in your brain. The shape of the word itself, fa ya lam, if you know how to read Arabic, feel, that shape also generates another flash, extra flash associated with the other flashes. And emotions, if you generate another flash or one more flash. For example, when you were a kid, you rode an elephant and you enjoyed that ride, or you fell from it and you were hurt and you have painful memories. So whenever the word feel is mentioned, you will remember that past, because the flash of emotions is registered with the word feel in your brain. Similarly, as I am mentioning feel, perhaps some of you are recalling the story of Abraha. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Why? Because that story is registered along with the word feel when you learnt it. Smell, as you walk in a street, you smell something and some of the memories of the past come to your mind. Why? Because those events were registered in your brain along with that smell. Okay. So and also picture is worth thousand words. For example, if you have never seen the animal elephant, and I keep describing you, feel is an elephant, feel means elephant, and elephant is an animal which is black in color, which has 4 thick legs and so on. All that description will be nothing compared to a simple picture of the elephant. A picture is worth 1,000 words. And if I bring that elephant right here, a live elephant, and tell you that this is an elephant, this is feel, and if you see that first time, then inshallah for the rest of your life you will never forget what the word feel is. The movement and action generates a huge flash, a powerful flash in the brain, and it retains for a longer time. So what does that mean? What has it got to do with learning the Quran? Well, it has got to do everything with learning Quran and physics and science and chemistry and everything. But as far as Quran is concerned, we have to remember the meanings of new words. The more flashes you create, the easier it is to memorize or remember the meanings of new words, the easier it is to retain for longer time and easier it is to recall them. Easier to memorize, easier to retain, easier to recall. That is why we have TPI. We are seeing, we are thinking, we are showing, and we will have more flashes inshallah. Alhamdulillah, in the last 2 lessons, by the end of this lesson, we have learned 13 words which occur in the Quran almost 4,479 times. The lessons will continue, and inshallah we'll see you in the next lesson. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our course Understand Quran and Salah the easy way. The easy way. The easy way. Yakununa they are. Takunu you are. Takununa you are.